WrestleMania is the biggest stage in all of wrestling, but not everyone makes it to the show. While the spotlight shines on main eventers and marquee matches, some big names might be left watching from the sidelines. Whether it's injuries, creative limbo, or just bad timing, these superstars are dangerously close to missing the grandest stage of them all. Let's take a look at the wrestlers who could be in serious jeopardy of missing WrestleMania this year. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more wrestling content. Kevin Owens. I almost didn't want to include Kevin Owens on this list, because technically, he was set for a big WrestleMania match. But unfortunately, he recently announced he's stepping away to undergo neck surgery. It's a tough break, especially since that match would have been the perfect payoff to their long-running storyline. Here's hoping the surgery isn't career-ending and that KO comes back stronger than ever. Wishing him a fast and full recovery. Becky Lynch. Honestly, I thought Becky would have been back by now. I expected her to show up at the Netflix premiere of Raw. Didn't happen. Then I thought maybe she'd return as a surprise at the Royal Rumble. Still nothing. It's been nearly a year since we last saw her, and the women's division could really use someone like Becky right now, especially the mid-card scene. I had this vision of her feuding with Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. But with Becky still MIA, that doesn't seem likely. At this point, WrestleMania is probably out of the question. But maybe we get that big return on the Raw after Mania? Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso has been one of the most important pieces of WWE storytelling these last few years, always present in the Bloodline saga, but lately he's fallen out of the spotlight. You'd think he'd be involved in the US title picture by now, especially with how things were playing out on SmackDown, but instead, his momentum has cooled down, and with WrestleMania right around the corner, he's nowhere to be found. It's tough seeing Jimmy off the card while his brother Jay is in a world title match. Sheamus. Sheamus being left off the WrestleMania card is just plain wrong. No other way to put it. He's a veteran, a fan favorite, and still putting on banger matches. Yet somehow, there's no spot for him on the biggest show of the year? How many more years are we going to wait before he finally gets and wins the Intercontinental Championship? The fans were begging for it, but the momentum just stalled because he kept losing every opportunity. This could have been the year, but now he's not even on TV. That's a massive miss. Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn has been a WrestleMania staple these past few years. Last year, he ended Gunther's record-breaking Intercontinental title reign. The year before that, he and Kevin Owens main evented and won the tag team titles. But this year, written off TV at Elimination Chamber after Owens beat him down. From headlining WrestleMania to disappearing just weeks before the big show. You can't blame anything but the booking. Sami was one of the most over stars in WWE, still massively popular, and yet somehow there's no role for him at Mania this year. Alexa Bliss and the Wyatt Six. I'm grouping these two together because the rumors of Alexa Bliss joining the Wyatt Six have been floating around for months. And honestly, this one stings. You've got a group as unique and creative as the Wyatt Six, and they're being left off WrestleMania because of what feels like lazy booking. Then there's Alexa, who made her surprise return at the Royal Rumble and got one of the loudest pops of the entire night. Fans clearly still love her. She's got major star power. So why bring her back if you have no story lined up? It makes no sense. She could have easily slotted into the women's tag scene, maybe even teamed with Nikki Cross as part of the Wyatt Six. But nope. WWE dropped the ball here. Karrion Kross. He was special in NXT. The character work, the entrance, the presence. Karrion Kross had it all. And yet, both of his main roster runs have been total letdowns. It's honestly frustrating how wasted he's been. For a minute, it looked like WWE was building towards something with Sami Zayn, but that got dropped too. Now he's just back to doing nothing. Last year, he was in a fun multi-man match at WrestleMania that actually exceeded expectations. But this year, there's no momentum, no story, and no sign he's making the card. Phoenix. Phoenix just debuted, so I'm not blaming WWE too hard for not fitting him into WrestleMania right away, but I am confused why they chose to bring him in now. This feels like a classic post-WrestleMania SmackDown debut, not a pre-Mania drop-in. Most likely, he ends up in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but that's probably all we'll see from him this WrestleMania weekend. No big debut match, no spotlight. Not yet, at least. Solo Sikoa. Yet another another Bloodline member potentially missing WrestleMania. Solo Sikoa has played a major role in WWE's storytelling the last couple years, but now it seems like there's no plan for him on the actual card. There were rumors he'd face Jacob Fatu in a hard-hitting match to help establish Fatu's dominance, but with Fatu now chasing the US title at WrestleMania, Solo's likely just standing in his corner. Dakota Kai. When WWE introduced the women's mid-card titles, Dakota Kai felt like a frontrunner to become the inaugural champion, but that didn't happen, and even after getting multiple title shots, she came up short each time. Now she's lost credibility in the eyes of fans. With her Damage Control teammates Asuka and Kairi Sane out of action, and Io Sky tied up in the women's title picture, Dakota's left completely in the dark. No WrestleMania plans, no story, just nothing. Chelsea Green. Speaking of the women's mid-card titles, Chelsea Green is the current Women's United States Champion, and she's most likely going to be left off the WrestleMania card too. That's just inexcusable. WWE finally gives the women a set of mid-card titles, and doesn't even showcase them at the biggest show of the year. It tarnishes the legacy of these belts before it even gets going. You'd never see the men's mid-card titles left off Mania, and this double standard is unacceptable. Chelsea has been doing the best work of her career during this reign, and she's being treated like an afterthought. Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes was a first-round draft pick last year. Let that sink in. Now he's tagging with The Miz on random SmackDown episodes and has no clear WrestleMania direction. That's wild. Melo should be getting the same kind of spotlight Tiffany Stratton and Braun Breaker are getting. He's young, athletic, charismatic. WWE could easily make him a star, but the way he's been booked makes him feel totally expendable. Big missed opportunity. Braun Strowman. Strowman is still a star. He's got a massive presence, is super popular with younger fans, and brings a big match feel whenever he's on TV. But once again, he's stuck in random feuds on Raw and SmackDown, and now it looks like he won't even be on the WrestleMania card. Braun's too big of a name to keep sidelined during the biggest show of the year. WWE needs to stop treating him like filler and give him something meaningful. Those are just some of the names that will miss WrestleMania this year. Who do you want to see on the grandest stage of them all? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more wrestling content. Thanks for watching.